Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Episode 35 of Cyrus Says was released on September 17th, 2015.
Just to remind everybody that language usage and content that we provide here may be disturbing, disgusting, probably will be and should be. Words like bloody custard and words that rhyme with that may be featured. Actually will be featured. In fact, perhaps will only be featured. Just warning you.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
See, I don't really hate bald people because my dad is more or less bald, my uncles are, and I will be soon. But what I don't understand is the arrogance of baldness. And let me explain that to you. The arrogance is that some people with very little hair stand in line at the barbers, insist on taking a spot and make you wait when you've got a full shock of hair. If you're just going to go for a haircut in singular and just cut off that one snip, why do you waste time taking up the time of people who really have a problem with hair and lots of it? So my question, and rather my little request to people who are balding and have very little hair left, don't do this whole barber thing. Just at home, take a knife or scissor and just, pluck one or two off and you're okay. You've got your haircut. Don't waste other people's time. Time is precious in our lovely country. It's called Cyrus Says.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
On this show tonight, or today morning, or perhaps in the afternoon in Japan, not sure when, we got Dennis Taraporewala playing his gun, singing his song, oiling his weapon, and getting us all to sing along. Yo, Dennis, I love you like a brother. I want you like a sister. I'll braid you like a eunuch. I'll hold you. Oh, Dennis, it don't matter what gender, everything. I'll just put you on my lap, hold you tight, squeeze your bollocks. Hey, Dennis. Welcome to our show, Cyrus Says, and I'm the only excited participant as usual, but we do have two other people on the show. Chavi, who rhymes with Dovey, and Dennis, who rhymes with Menace. Menace.
Hi, Cyrus.
Dennis, I called you Darius by mistake. Dennis,
That's
welcome back to the
show.
He called me. I didn't even hear it.
Darius is a more, I'm stuck. Darius is a more popular name in Parsis.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's the first big Zoroastrian king. You may not know your Persian history. Cyrus was not Zoroastrian. Darius the first. Yeah, Kurus. The right pronunciation is Shirush.
Cyrus wasn't Zoroastrian? So
no,
what was
because they are contemporaries, no? Zarathustra and Cyrus.
Achha.
Their religion flows under Darius the first.
Achha.
He's the first Parsi king.
Now, I'm amazed at your knowledge.
My knowledge for things that don't matter to anyone else is probably amongst the top 5 in the world. Let's now move on to the main topic of discussion, which is baldness. And Chavi, why are you upset?
I have two things to say to you. One, because your dad is bald, you're not going to be balding. Because it comes
mother's
from your
genes,
mom's.
mother genes. But on that side also, the hair isn't that great. There's no Lionel Richie in our family. All right, by the end of it. So I accept that with grace. I accept with grace. When I say bald, it's not like that person has been a disgusting human being all their life and lost their hair through carelessness. The fact of the matter is that they are losing hair. And my worry is that, these old men stand in line in a club I go to and they hold up the thing and, the poor barber's being polite. He can't be sarcastic, right? So he's being polite and he actually picks up the two strands and he waters it like a plant and he sings to it and does poetry. And then
we treat this whole issue so gently. Yeah. Look at it. We call it losing hair. You're not losing it, like you said.
Maybe they're insensitive. Bald men are just insensitive.
They're arrogant.
Whoa, what is this about now?
Men with small cars and how they behave is similar.
Right.
You want to dominate the barber shop when you've just got that one.
Listen. Okay,
so Amit, our producer, is not the hairiest. Great in the.
Among other people, I believe Amitabh Bachchan has no hair.
I wouldn't know that. I don't share the same barber.
He has hair.
No, Amitabh Bachchan's barber.
On his head, I mean.
Chavi, Amitabh Bachchan's barber will have more hair, will have more money than all of us put together, so I can't
Probably,
go there.
No, I've heard that he has a switch like Rajinikanth.
Amitabh Bachchan barber has a switch.
This may be a rumor that I'm spreading. It may be fact. If you know this, you can tell us, listener. But okay, so what I wanted to say was, you've met my dad. My dad has a crown of head just around, the base of the back and stuff. But he's really vain about it, which is very cute.
See, he was
goes and gets a haircut.
No. Chavi, you've not understood. Your dad was standing on my chest throughout the entire show. So I couldn't look at his hair or the back of his head or anything like that. What I saw, I can't mention. You're the daughter. But what I must say is that men just come and take up space and make a big deal of when they... I'm saying just, do not go gently into the dark night, but go a little faster.
But Cyrus,
pampering.
would you agree that from the last time I was here, she's looking much younger?
She's lost so much age in the last few years. It's disgusting.
I've lost
Because,
it. I don't know where it
as you
went.
notice, I'm looking much older.
No, but is this what happens working with you?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think it's all
yes.
relative.
Women-
The ages.
I satisfy my women in a different way. They don't smile and leave the room, but they leave the room looking younger and pallid.
That's
You know,
awesome.
like ghosts. Very white. Like they've been powdered recently. I mean, like boxes of powder.
Very, very
Dennis,
interesting.
first, welcome to the show. We will go on talking nonsense, and you're a man because under all your humor and music, you've got lots of things to say. You're really a poet.
Out you're a man. And now you're
And
a
to prove
poet.
to the listeners that you are a poet, I'll just throw something at you, and you. I want
my
you to,
God,
I
I'm
want
not
you to
a
rhyme
poet.
it. I want you to take the word dog. Rhyme it.
Dog.
Yeah.
It was breathing hard. It was smiling light. And when it came in front of me, it was my sunlight. My beautiful dog, make the sound again and again forevermore.
Okay, I'm never going to ask you this question again. I was so disappointed. This is perhaps the worst moment in broadcast
pathetic
history.
poet.
Where did you go with sunlight? I just wanted you to say frog. I thought you just give me a one-word answer.
Let me tell you what my mind was putting together. You mentioned about being on Marine Drive with a Wolverine.
I wanted to see this is going to throw listeners. They'll think we're on something. Okay, this topic is escaping civilization's grasp. No, I'm just saying I'm a big fan of the weasel family and the Wolverine in particular because they're the most powerful animals in the world. That's all.
Awesome.
And I would love to walk a Marine Drive with my Wolverine. That's all I said. And that's not a metaphor for my wife, who is ferocious, but not that ferocious.
I was going to say, I'll take the Hugh Jackman Wolverine any day for a walk.
It's
anywhere.
Huge Ackman. Haven't you seen the film? Huge Ackman. Tell you.
That's fine with me. I'll call him Huge if he wants me
Stop
to.
it! Stop it. The complexes I have to live down. Dennis, my darling.
Yes.
Forget the poetry. Let's talk about, we've got lots of interesting topics to get into and we won't have time and I want you to play guitar and sing, so lots to do. Let's start with the most important, poignant moment last week or this week or whatever week we're on when you listen to this. Poignant moment and poignant moment in French as well, which is put your phone off, you bloody...
Is that mine? hang on.
There are three of us, so it can only be
Not
one.
mine.
All right, while Dennis attends to his phone, I'll just set up the topic, which is a meatless Mumbai. What's happening to our country?
Oh, it's going to the dogs.
Mumbai
and the
is going to have
frogs
no
of
meat for
sunlight.
4 days and 8 days no meat in certain areas.
How does this even happen? Like, who says this is okay? I just don't get this.
No, the biggest joke is they started off saying that we'll have minimum government and maximum governance.
Right.
But I think they've just turned it around. Or they've
Totally.
got the government governance kind
What
of...
is this attacking food and alcohol all the time? Okay, let's not get into the religious part for the moment. Not because my sponsors are all from that community, but more importantly, and I really think we should get into this, what is this emotional thing about let's ban certain foods and let's ban certain booze? I don't get the correlation with everything all the time.
I think there's a huge connect between what we think of ourselves and what we eat.
Well, they say you are what you eat, but I don't understand why you have to ban what other people are eating. Let them be whoever they are.
Yes, and what does Vapi
Absolutely.
Lahiri eat in the first place? You know, I mean, when you bring that up, that's a whole different thing. I mean, which state did he munch into? I mean,
Giant
I mean, we want to get into that. But let's get back to this whole meat thing. As a Parsi, Dennis, now culturally, you were brought up to believe kachumbar was veg food. You, at the age of 14, didn't even know what a dhokla was. You had
That's
not even
right.
eaten an idli till your 16th birthday
That's
when your Tamil Brahmin girlfriend finally, for use of a metaphor, showed you. Anyway, the point is that you've gone through a lot in your life and you have very little veg culture. How do you personally feel about it?
How do I personally feel about...
Don't repeat my question like a moron because then the whole show goes downhill after that. Come on, so they're taking away meat. As a Bawa, what do you feel? Be honest, because I've spoken to a lot of Bawas about this in the Shah. As you know, it's a small community. We share one shower. And Hoshang, while he was washing me off with soap, I must add, did mention that he was appalled. Your point.
Look, by hook or by crook, we are going to get our meat. So it doesn't really affect us.
So we are going to become terrorists in India now, in a sense.
Meat
We are going to become meat terrorists who have an underworld non-veg market where, we thrive and we sort of do our own thing and we target people who do this.
The problem with India, the way it's being run today is...
There's only one problem?
No, there are several.
You sweet man.
We are catering to many sub-Indias, which is the huge problem, instead of the larger concept of India. I know this sounds very serious, but...
Not to mention that
this is what I feel.
unfunny channel Sub-India, which I have to watch from time to time because people force me to, but yeah.
There's a channel called Sub.
SAB sub.
Achha,
Where do
wo
you
wala.
live? Do you live in India or you live somewhere else?
No, I think you're right. That is we're bowing down to the demands of a few, a very strong few, and those few are in line with the majority, so the majority is happy to support them.
Now, with respect and deference to the great Nehru, and I mean Jawaharlal, not that boy from Campion who was with Dennis in class, but he's a different guy altogether. But the secularism and pluralism and all this is very good and sounds nice on the tongue. But the fact of the matter is that if you as a community want to do something, that's fine, but you can't have one community dictating to the other community.
No,
I think then
absolutely
it's
not.
going to become problematic.
Absolutely.
And you can't have one community undergirded by the system. And
For
say,
example,
for them, we will allow this to happen.
Chavi, for example, I could not force Christmas down the throats of other people and say, come on, drink alcohol, eat this lovely
absolutely
turkey,
not.
come on, party all night, dance, drink, chat. I mean, that's so terrible for other communities. I wouldn't want them to go through that, right? I'm just saying.
Of course.
So,
But we have to do that with Ganpati. Everybody has to suffer. And now with the Jains, we have to also not eat meat. Because this is how it is. You told them
I'm
that.
a big fan of Ganpati as long as the noise level is below.
Oh my God, listen.
I don't mind people.
That's the problem with it. You can do whatever you want in the privacy of your own home or even in your pandal as long as you switch off the bloody loudspeaker.
It's
Why are you...
become like a big dance party
It's
now.
horrible. In my building, let me just say, they play bingo and they play antakshari and they have a talent contest.
But you know-
seriously, what is this about? And why does everybody in the neighborhood have to hear it? Because it's mic'd and it's on loudspeaker. Like 8 buildings away.
Maybe
you
we
can hear
should play the
somebody
podcast on
singing
loudspeaker to
horrible
them.
songs
That's a
out of
great
tune.
idea.
Let's play the podcast and loudspeaker to them for them to suffer the way we are
But they'll
suffering.
find me. This is with the sanction of what, 2/3 of the building, right?
But that's only if I tell them you live in Prabhadevi, right in the vortex of everything, and I
Where
give the
am I gonna
building name,
broadcast
which
it
is,
from?
I'll just give it to you in a second.
Where
and
am I going to broadcast it from?
broadcast what from?
The podcast, loudly.
We'll do it from the back of the bundle. What is the big deal? The technology, Dennis is there. Dennis can mix and match music and put it all together in 5 seconds. He's the fastest musician
You
in
want
the
to
world.
compete. You want to
Done.
add to the noise pollution by trying to drown them out. That's
Maybe
just
sometimes
daft.
to teach people what's
No.
going on, you have to walk a mile in their shoes and they have to walk in your shoes. After which you put powder in your shoes because they may be sweating. These issues have to be resolved.
We won't add to it, we'll harmonize it.
Let's harmonize. And let's sing that song, that favorite song of
I'm
Dennis's.
rolling my eyes. You can't see me because this is a podcast. But
I can't see you now, I'm 5 feet
face,
away.
palm, roll eyes, all of that is happening.
Listen, after
That
your
famous
last
song of
show,
yours, We Shall Overcome.
we shall overcome.
Yeah.
But after your last show, I got a call from the police station.
Tell me. Set up yourself. nicely.
No, seriously. I don't know if
Which
anyone told you
police
about
station?
it.
Which
Yeah, the
police?
local Tardeo police station.
Oh, what
And
did they say?
They said apparently some lines that I used in the last episode about politicians and how, they give you a smile and then show you their ass. And they said, I'm banned.
And I didn't completely disagree
They
with
banned me.
They banned you
They said,
from...
Taraporewala bhai, you are banned. Not only that, your soul is banned.
And your surname is too long. And please, can
Bilkul.
we call you Teddy?
No,
I mean, these are the kind of
they
things-
banned
You
me.
banned.
I can't
What?
exist. My
You
soul
can't
is
exist.
banned from being in the jurisdiction of Mumbai.
So how do you work around this now?
No, that was my Satori moment when they said your soul is banned. I basically
Let me
kind of
explain what
converted to a poet.
Satori
Like
is
the dog one.
is a Japanese word, by the way, guys. Satori, which he's thrown at us. It means a person with a free soul. I've
No, it
just
means like an awakening, doesn't it?
awakening of a free soul.
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely.
okay.
We all know our Japanese. I mean, I can tell my Kamasaki from my Nagabasi, and all that. Yeah. I mean, I can't really. I was just trying to go
clearly
for
not.
it.
So
Okay, listen, we have to
then
take a
what
break.
happened?
Will you stop talking to each other and stop holding hands and don't share the same chair? We'll just take a break, then we'll come back. And Dennis, I know you want to talk.
Such a party pooper.
No, he's got lots he wants to say. Now, he set up that stupid gag of his about Tardeo police station. And I just need 2 minutes alone in silence for my Satori to awake.
come, let's go hug
We take
you
a break, we
real
come
quick.
back. It's called Cyrus
All right,
Says.
we're coming
Dennis
over
will
to
play
hug
the
you.
guitar and harmony will be provided by the one and only Chavi, who used to
Yay.
work with the Mangeshkar sisters. Not the famous ones, they're cousins. We'll be back. And now in Studio 55, presenting live Dennis Taraporewala. Pain, anguish, contempt for society. What's taking India down? What's taking India back? Dennis the Menace.
Sometimes it takes 3 years to know that someone was killed. Sometimes it takes 3 years just to ask now who did it. And I say, we love you, Rakesh Maria. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I say, we love you, Rakesh Maria. Come on, Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
The home gods are calling now. 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 Rakesh Maria. Sunny Teresa!
Please play this record only way. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dennis Taraporewala, too long a name to say. We just call him DT. DT, the problem with this whole thing is that we express ourselves in 4 minutes with one emotion. Strange things have happened to Rakesh Maria, who was doing very well apparently, but I think paid for his high profile and was suddenly pushed aside. We can't quite say what's happening. Wheels within wheels, godfathers in politics, things like that. But I want to correct you. It's not Maria. Maria is like my cousin Maria de Cruz. It's Rakesh Maria. It comes from Moria, actually.
No, it doesn't.
But
It
for
does.
a Parsi, it will be Maria.
Well, then we'll have to call him Rocky, because Rakesh is not Parsi from any angle. Pro Rocky Maria.
Rocky Maria. That's not a bad idea.
Right.
Excuse me.
So that's an interesting story here. We'll get to the Sheena Bora case for a second. I, of course, am losing interest, not in a discompassionate way, but it's just going all over the place after some time.
I
and
was out of the country when this happened. I came back and I was so confused. I've been reading newspapers.
Peter Mukherjee was out of the country when it happened. More
Cannot
importantly.
understand who did what to whom and how they related and what all these people are doing. Honestly, so then since
For
then I've
answers, you have to go to the guy on Times now. He's the one who knows
Does he
everything.
understand? Does
He has
anybody
written the book.
understand?
He's already solved the problem. He's
Is
the given
it?
judgment.
He's all-knowing, right?
He's all-knowing. He's omnipotent.
So, yeah.
He's the supreme being. He's the one that flies above with glasses.
Absolutely.
Dennis does
Glasses?
too sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
No,
confused.
I
I'm
just-
even more confused now.
You
It's
don't
very
know the
difficult. You can't
all-knowing
follow.
being?
The omnipotent one.
Flying spaghetti monster?
No.
Chavi, it's like a child talking with two adults now. It's very embarrassing. Can you not talk for 30 seconds?
I'll go stand
What are
in
you
the corner.
talking about?
I didn't. Okay, to tell me about the Sheena business. Sheena
There's no
Bora.
business.
Indrani Mukherjee.
Apparently the DNA samples have come through. They found the body. It's more than a possibility that she's killed her own daughter with her ex-husband and the money angle and blah, 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 blah. Let's move on from there because there's nothing good coming out of that.
But what worries me is that for 3 years, these guys just sat on it.
What worries
3
me
years?
is,
When was she killed?
What worries me is when we go to Alibag out of town, we pass Pen and we're always stuck in traffic there. I hate that place. And now everybody wants to come and look at that place. There'll be even more traffic there.
That's true.
Can you imagine actually art imitating life and life imitating art? Pain is a pain now.
Yes,
It's true. It's not a joke anymore.
It's spelled P-E-N.
It is,
like
but it's
your
pronounced
favorite
pain.
word. Yeah.
There are lots of words that are spelled
Pain,
differently.
pain. Yeah.
Homo, for example, is spelled with a double U.
Smelt.
Well, also smelt, but that's a show for another day.
What is he talking about?
I've just taken some medication. My whole life is changing as we
We should
speak.
have left him alone for that 2 minutes when
We
he asked
shouldn't
us.
have.
2 minutes is
I
all
know.
it takes.
Yeah, clearly.
It worked for Maggie in the good old days when they were legal.
Never took 2
That's a
minutes, by
good
the
one.
way.
No, they didn't.
Never ever
is that
took 2
when an
minutes.
angry customer caused this revolution? But they'll be back. Now, Rakesh Maria, quickly. So, politics, Javed Ahmed Javed is back and Rakesh Maria is out. Dennis, you've been very close to the police force. Because every Friday when you drink too much and go to Kennedy Bridge and,
And then
you know,
they ban
attack
you
all
and
the
all
women
that.
in brothels there and they call the police and they haul you back to your wife.
You're going to have to sue him for defamation.
But you've been seen many a time and oft at the Kennedy Bridge Center where you shout, Dolly, Dolly, and then say it's your auntie.
Maria.
But there's no Dolly there. I've been there myself. Go ahead. What's your take?
You're the one who introduced me to Kennedy Bridge, if you remember.
That was
All those
because I
years
was an
ago.
architect and I thought you'd build something on it. But what you did was worse than erections, which is what architects are famous for. We'll move on.
Look, I have great empathy with the police, but that's just the outside. From the inside, I think the police really need some major transformation. The whole system is...
Also, they have to pay obeisance to the political masters. I think
course
that's
they
a
do.
failed structure.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, you have to chamcha these guys. And so there's no checks and balances happening, which is how...
If you visit these police stations, you'll see the structure is falling apart.
If you visit, we go together. And we go out together. Mothers bail us out. It's the same story every weekend.
What do you mean the structures fall apart? Explain. I've been to only one so far. in
That
India.
means I don't think they are necessarily protecting the citizen. They are protecting more of their turfs, more of their little ilakas, and they're actually a nuisance sometimes. I know these are hard words, but
But you like to be honest and open, and these are your views. Dennis Taraporewala of Tardio, and not the views of Chavi or Cyrus, who love everybody in the bureaucracy and public servants, and will
that's
touch their
awesome.
feet and wash them, and powder them, and then take those toenails, the big ones, the hairy ones, and actually paint pink tip-top polish. Tip-top it's called, by the way. I've seen it.
Is it
that's
tips and
wonderful.
toes? I
Tips
thought?
and toes. Tip stops, tip stops. Come
Same
on.
thing.
I can't read anymore. Anyway, Dennis, well put. I like your frankness, and we'll move on to the next topic, which is slightly more interesting. Anurag Kashyap has gone back to Vasepur.
Oh, God.
I think his relationships are crumbling, and so he's decided
lost his
Mumbai is not
mind.
for him.
Did you guys watch Vasepur?
The
One
first
or
part.
two, yeah.
It was longer than Building Mumbai, I think. I couldn't... It just
was
didn't end.
so bad. Did you watch
Really?
it?
No, I didn't, yeah.
I really loved it. In fact, there are people who were like, oh, I've got foreign friends. What movie should I send them? I'm going to give them a DVD of Gangs of Wasseypur. And I was like, really? That's the calling card you're going to give them for like our cinema? That's disgusting. It was the longest, most boring movie. Talk about, like, in journalism, you're told, show, don't tell. You know, you're writing, but you want to
That's
build
porn.
scenes.
No, that's tell, don't show. Sorry.
No, you don't want to tell.
Different schools. Different
Wasseypur
schools.
was all tell. Like, okay, this happened. Here's a voiceover. Tells you. Okay, now 10 years have gone by and this is what's happening. He's his son now.
Oh, I get what you're saying. The double explanation theory. Superlative
so
explanation
much
theory.
explanation.
Yeah, like
and
you're
there's
so
no
stupid,
action.
please point the body to me 5 times
Yes,
again.
and then
yeah.
I will do a Madras cut 3 times.
And then a flashback to show the whole thing again.
So stupid.
Wow, so that's why it took so long. It was just one scene. They just went on and on and on.
It was
the
actually
same
about
scene.
8 scenes, but there was so much explanation between them to like explain what had happened and who was who and who was
So,
whose
Chavi, I
son,
get your
who
angst. You're
killed
basically,
who.
sorry to interrupt, you're really upset with Anurag Kashyap going back to Wasseypur. Your worry is that we should never go back there.
Never. It was a mistake to go there the first time, let alone the second
It's
time.
like riots of 85 or whatever. You don't want to go back there. I get it.
Not in his medium anyway.
Yeah.
Let's do
So
something
you're not a
else.
fan of Anurag Kashyap at all?
No, I like his stuff. Okay.
like, name 2 films that you like.
that I can't do.
Name one. Name something you like about Anurag. Maybe his hair, the way he gets up in the morning and holds you. I don't know, just something.
Didn't his brother make Dabang?
The first part, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they throw.
Wasn't
that?
he with Kalki?
That too.
Who's Kalki?
Kalki Kiroshlin.
The actress. No, she's not with the brother. She was with him.
No, with him only.
Oh, guys, get your story straight, man. It's
I
like
think
Wasseypur.
we're on the same page, all of us.
So who was Kalki with?
Anurag.
Right.
Anurag.
Then she saw Gangs of Wasseypur and broke up.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
clearly.
What had happened to all of us. Then the brother made a movie called Dabang.
Oh, yeah, which
And
was awesome.
In English universities around the world, it was like, I cannot tell you what it means. It is Dabang. Just a stupid sounding name. After which he was thrown out of the Salman Khan camp and Kalki Kochlin left the Anurag Kashyap camp. And so the two brothers are now making Wasseypur together.
Is that right?
I have no idea. I just put it together like a Hindi film.
nonsense. Oh God! Why?
So
why
what
do
is
people
Kalki
believe
doing
you?
now?
How dare you, you dirty old man? You're here to save India?
married,
Or look at
remember?
who's free in the Bollywood circles. I'll tell you who's free. Lalita Pawar is free. What do you give her a call, big boy? Huh? No guts there. I'll tell you one
I'm
thing,
just
Dennis. I've heard
inquiring.
about your
I'm
voracious appetite for the ladies. Does your wife listen to the show?
Yes,
Since
very
you work
much.
together? Do they know about your nasty habit of going out to Kennedy Bridge and calling names?
Get him in
They know
trouble
everything.
For no good reason.
Charlie, you
on
have no
air.
Kennedy Bridge culture? You've not heard of the whole thing?
I
You've
know
not
there
been
was-
to Kennedy Bridge?
I've seen
You must
it.
go.
I think I've seen it.
Seen it. It's not exactly like the
Like-
Buland
Is it not a
Darwaza.
real bridge?
I'm not asking you to see
It's
the
a little
Taj Mahal.
flyover from
This is
Nanda.
not
Yeah,
the
I've
Hanging
been on
Gardens of Babylon. This is Kennedy Bloody Bridge.
I've been on
Don't
it.
look at
Okay,
it.
my God,
For God's
fine.
sake, there's nothing to look at. And even Kennedy jumped off the bridge. That's why they called it that. It's terrible. It's the worst bridge ever. And I've seen bridges.
I don't know. but
It's
there
what
was-
you see from the bridge.
Yes, the bridge is just a...
No, I think I didn't look away from
Again,
it.
it's a metaphor, you know. It's all about the bridge. It's never about the bridge. Haven't you read that cyclist, the Parsi cyclist's book? Lance Armstrong. It's not about the bike. It's not about the bridge. Repeat. It's not about
Not
the...
about the bridge.
Bridge.
You
It's
mean
only
breeze,
about
though.
the-
And not about the bridge.
The drugs.
Now listen, let's hear Dennis sing something because I'm getting bored of this young woman. People listening. Chavi comes here and plays with a phone. I mean, this is so
I'm looking
wrong.
up Anurag Kashyap's films. Yeah,
Don't look
because
at
I actually don't know any.
It's like when people come for dinner and they start talking on the phone to other people, especially
He
when
made
it's
a
a
movie
date.
called Michael. What?
He made a movie called Michael.
Really? And a
Yeah.
movie called Chittagong?
It was the same movie. It was
No.
half-half. Michael
Next
goes to
year.
Chittagong.
And then Love Shavte Chicken Kurana.
Yeah, that was superb. That
Dude,
was
okay.
Macbeth actually. Just couldn't pronounce the Scottish name, so they took that title.
No.
Can we
he
now
didn't make it. Okay.
All right, while you Google Anurag Kashyap and find out if Kalki
Probably.
Kochlin is free,
He's a bit overrated, I suppose.
can we have Dennis? Can we play something while you discuss your Bollywood problems? What will you
Sure.
play for us now?
You want me to play something a little more serious or
Yeah.
something?
No, I won't want serious. I'm serious. I only want when I'm dying. Okay, then they should end fast.
Okay,
But
let's
please
try.
play when I'm dying as well.
Okay, this is a song called Dimensions. It's
If-
been written by a friend of mine, the words, and I've given the
But
music.
the
to it.
friend of yours doesn't have a name.
Anand
from-
Raghavan.
Is he from Kennedy Bridge also? Is
No.
there-
He was in school with me.
Oh my God, still there now?
We used to sit on the Nepencey Road Bridge.
Right.
What is that near Priyadarshini Park?
It doesn't have a name. You just point to it and say that bridge.
That bridge.
There you go.
That bridge.
Can you play a bridge on the guitar?
Yes. Up, down, round and round. At times I just get dizzy. Life is but a narrow track. Upon it they are turning. I live on a white old yacht. The yacht that I reside on floats on a placid sea, and drift along I can to where I wish to be. Dimensions I perceive through which a man can travel must crawl to fire and brimstone. I choose to fly the skyway, the skyway. Dimensions I perceive through which a man can travel must go out to fire and brimstone. I choose to fly the skyway, the skyway. The nuclear age we live in has filled the sky with violent smog and fuse it through the mask to the stars that gaze beyond. The world I wish is green, the world I wish is so serene, and so it shall be. Each man makes his own dream. Himself is what he sees. Dimensions I perceive through which a man can travel must crawl through fire and brimstone. I choose to fly the skyway, the skyway.
Dennis, people are writing into us right now, SMSing us and saying you are the Parsi Kailash Khair and you will be called Khushru Khair from now on. The angst and emotion in your voice, the pain, they're getting it. Of course, the pain in my voice they're not getting. But my pain is for other reasons altogether. We'll take a quick break, then we'll come back. Chavi, get off that damn phone, will you? Oh, it's a sex line. All right, fine. All right, back here on Cyrus Says. They're drinking coffee and looking at me like I'm a moron. I speak of Dennis Taraporewala, musician extraordinaire, who also has a job description that he wants to get into.
That's right. I run my own public relations and social media
I
company.
thought you meant your water taps or something for a second. No. I run my...
PR, it's becoming the big thing
please
nowadays.
Give yourself
actually.
PR. We have nothing else to talk about. I want you to take 5 minutes and talk about Dennis Taraporewala, the PR revolution. Who are your main clients? Go on, just go give it a little spin.
No. Last time I gave you my clients, and
but I can't remember. And neither can they.
Well, I got a set of new clients after that because those moved on.
And such is the circle of
Make
radio.
Go listen to previous episodes. Just search for Dennis with two ends.
Firstly, Chavi, I want to congratulate you on coming on this show wearing less and less clothing, which is just a tribute to my greatness, my animal magnetism, and what you as a woman feel towards me, because the guests change. I'm constant.
I second
so it's
that.
me. It's got to be me.
I dressed up for Dennis. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. Next week it's Mika. So you think about it, all right? You think about it. Mika will be here. Saban mein lag gaye aag. I quote.
Cyrus, PR is changing completely right now.
Did you say Priya?
No.
If she's changing, can we see her? I thought we could get a view. Quick. If you're changing, let us take a look, please.
I'm sure somewhere in India at this moment, some Priya is changing. Too.
Yeah, but in the South, Priya's a man.
Really?
Priya Ranjan, for example.
What are you saying?
Priya Darshan, for example, the filmmaker.
No, but that's Priya
If
Darshan.
Priya Darshan is taking off his clothes right now and we're watching that, then we need to perhaps clap. Okay. Before we celebrate and go into another song, a very interesting story that's just doing the waves. I don't know if you guys are aware about this. Scientists are committed to making a journey to Mars actually becoming reality in the next few years, as in they're putting a timeline to it in about 5 to 10 years. All right. I'll just quickly read what I can, which means I have to go close to the paper because at 44, the eye
He
and
ages
perception.
a year every week. It's so ridiculous.
And she ages down a year every week.
Yeah, what is he up to? But that he's aging so fast.
I think it's steroids, it's anabolics. It changes you.
a lot, like half the patients in mental outpatient facilities are all there because of steroid abuse, right?
You think?
I know.
Oh, goody. Is it air conditioned? I have only one problem. Do I get non-veg food? Is it air conditioned and is Saturday off? My drinking night is Friday. I don't mind if Sunday is not off. I don't like to drink on Saturday.
Do they ban things in mental institutions?
No. The ones who banned are put there. That's how it works. Well, let me just quickly get to it now. You're not letting me talk.
Okay, come on.
You're bullies. 6 people. Now I'm reading slowly, not because I can't see the lines and words.
No, of course
but because
not.
people are stupid and they can't understand.
That must
6
be it.
people began a year of isolation inside a dome in Hawaii on Friday. Hawaii is that bar in Bandra. To help NASA prepare for a human mission to Mars. They will live in a dome just 36 feet, which is 4 bedrooms in Mumbai, and wide and 20 feet tall. 36 feet wide, 20 feet tall, on the slopes of Mauna Loa, with no animals and no vegetation, to prepare themselves for Mars. What the hell is going on? Well, we have our meat problems here. Look at what they're doing there. They're preparing for another world and they're getting into the mood.
Lucky, man. I wish I could.
You would like to be in Mars?
Isolation sounds
but
fantastic.
what would you do
right
there?
I have studied this, guys.
don't know.
No, listen, Dennis, you cannot procreate in Mars.
You can't?
You won't be able to.
Why is
Because
that?
of the certain gravitational restrictions, the male will not be able to perform at all.
I can't go there.
This is just rubbish.
I'm out
My
of
God, how do you come up with this nonsense?
Hello. I don't make the rules, God does. You got problems? You talk to God. Don't talk to me.
I would prefer to just talk to someone who understands science.
No, hello, this is true. They're all... See, it sounds really great when you're a young kid, astronaut. Think about wearing a freaking helmet the rest of your life, like a fishbowl on your head for the next 40
yeah.
years.
I watched
Who wants
Gravity.
that? It's rubbish.
I know.
And
I was being a little facetious.
don't be facetious.
I got back from a vacation last week.
You were in Portugal.
Yeah, and I was ready to return on the next flight because
Yes.
life is just too hard. I don't like being a grown-up. I don't like being in charge. I don't like having
Why
responsibility.
were you in charge? You're running a
I live in my
military
own
academy.
house. No, you come back and all this nonsense needs to be taken care of, including, can I just say, my biggest problem in life, I know, you're going to hate
Oh,
me.
is it menopause?
It's laundry.
Shit.
Aren't you in charge of Cyrus?
I studied everything.
See? It's too many responsibilities.
No, but Dennis, she lives alone. It's a different world from us.
Really?
You and I live together. She lives alone. So, the whole dynamics change.
Exactly.
I have some
It's a
single
different
female friends. Aisha, my wife, if you're listening, of course, I don't have them anymore. But I have these single female friends, and they all have the same problem. Laundry is a huge issue, for example. Getting the one person who cleans, the safsafai
so
lady to come on time, blah, blah,
Totally,
blah.
all this. And you do it, getting a courier. Like, just somebody will call you and say, okay, madam, I'm here.
In-
Like, okay, I'm taking it back.
In Dennis's case, the safsafai lady is the one who's in fear. Because if she's alone with him, then, it's a different thing.
Got it.
Yeah, so you got to
it's-
understand.
Listen, so I think this is one of the only reasons people get married, at least covertly, even if they don't say it.
What is
out
your
loud.
angst with marriage suddenly? Where did that come from? Talking about Mars.
just
I know you're ranting and raving about men and Indian men and...
Isolation. No. It's all linked together.
I blame the Chinese. It's all their fault. I'll explain. They were in charge of the laundries in India. They left because they were very efficient. When they left, the laundries went to Indians. And Indians are terrible with laundry.
I do my own laundry, Baba. That's the problem.
Are you Chinese?
No.
Then you suck. I've proven my point.
Today I'm Cyrus's yes man.
I
Anything
see,
he
I
says,
see.
I say
Okay,
yes.
that's what's going on. Just wondering.
Yeah. Or he's from Bandra and he's just saying yes man anyway. Okay,
Men.
can we,
Yes,
anyone,
men.
anybody
What
want
if
to,
you're from Bandra?
no one's interested. Okay, fine.
What's
No,
solar system-
about this whole Mars thing.
Mars!
Yeah. Why don't we set something like this up in Thar Desert and get our politicians to go in for a year, like kind
Yeah.
of training for
And I don't
parliament?
mind some of-
Politicians are going, I'm not going. I wanted some
No,
peace
you
and
don't
quiet.
go. Let them go first. Sort themselves
But you
out.
said you had a crush on Rahul Gandhi. What happened to that?
You did?
Oh, yeah, if he's coming along, maybe.
Oh, so he's a politician.
Cool.
Yeah, you
He's
had a
just
crush
on the
him.
line of politician, but he is
Cutest
a politician.
dimples.
It's so sweet. Of all the issues concerning India, it's his dimples that get to her. But I think that's fair enough, honestly.
Wow.
Listen, I can be as shallow as you boys, okay?
Have you tweeted about it?
What, his dimples? No.
And both,
He's on
both
Twitter now,
dimples-
you know that, right?
Yeah, no, I've got competition. This boy named Harish is already like number one Rahul Gandhi fan. So.
Is he?
Yeah.
Dirty Harish. Like the
No,
famous
Dirty
Clint
Dog.
Eastwood character.
Hari-
Indian version. No, won't be it. Won't be
No,
good.
Harish also has very cute dimples. But Harish
How do you know Harish has
that's on
cute
the other
dimples?
side.
What's up with
I
you?
know him, yeah.
By the way, Dennis, not a word of complimentary praise for you. Huh? Not a word. Your dimples I can see from here. Put your pants on. Put your pants on.
Oh, God.
All right. What are we going to listen to? This whole space thing was a waste of time. I really thought you'd get into it. Because I used to hate
I
those...
wanted to get out of it.
No, but I used to hate those guys that I want to go to the moon, I want to go to the moon. I mean, it's terrible to think about it. Why would you want to go to the moon? What happened to cable TV? With the things that you want, they won't be there. It's terrible.
They won't be there.
Yeah.
True. Did you guys watch Gravity, which I brought up earlier? Nobody said
No, I
anything.
can't afford to watch anything in theaters anymore.
I
I've given
did. I
up.
loved it.
You liked it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
Oh, you mean the concept of gravity? Like if I throw something and it falls, I
Have
can.
you ever
I'll do it
watched
right
that?
now.
Yeah.
No, the movie Gravity.
Oh, the movie gravity? No.
There's
Too
also
expensive.
Interstellar, which was
Yeah, which I
awesome.
didn't see.
But I loved it.
I saw Marlon Brando's version, Stella. What's that? Not quite the
You
same
saw
thing.
Stella.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
Did you see E.T. at least when you were a kid?
Oh,
I say, Brando, you come up with E.T.
Yeah.
I see our filmmaking aesthetics have changed.
Spielberg, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to music when in doubt. I have written a song called When in China We Do It with Chili. I would like to sing it and I would like you to join in. In this, everyone gets to make up their own verse, all right? So I will start and you can catch up. Ay, 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 ay. Let me just get my right note. In China we do it with chili. The chili was hot and God knows for what. In India we do it with mirchi. Got it? Simple?
In China we do it. We don't do it. Sometimes we add chili to the mix in China.
That's not the verse you make up. The verse you make up goes like this. It's very simple.
Go for it, Cyrus.
There was a girl called Chavi who
Acha.
used to be extremely lovey.
Wow,
She took out my hair and showed me some care. Now she's become my Bobby. That's how you do it.
Bobby.
Now make up
my Bobby.
This is the worst group I've ever met. You can't understand what I'm saying. You're not playing along. And you're just drinking coffee, Chavi, and not just laughing and giggling like a teenager. And I don't know what he's up to. He takes my verse, 400-year-old verse, which is so simple, and decides to jazzify it.
That's exactly what I was thinking, is that you're just taking limericks and changing the names of
From
the
simple
people.
acorns are oak trees made.
Yes,
Let's do
I
one
think
thing.
we should move
That's
on.
rather profound.
Let's quickly take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll find something more meaningful to talk about, because astronauts and space is something that you're not interested in, but there are some
Totally
topics.
interested in it. He just won't let us talk about
Your
it.
time is over. You had your chance. You
What
screwed
about
up.
Pamela Anderson?
Again, that's about gravity. We'll come back. Yes, my good friend, the one and only Dennis Taraporewala wants to talk about Pamela Anderson. I will not hold back. Our generation, huge on Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson, huge on our generation.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Oh, sexist basket.
Do you know she's been married to like some really interesting people?
Yeah, I went to all the weddings. I was there,
Yeah,
obviously.
The last guy was who?
The drummer, Tommy Lee.
Tommy
right?
Lee.
No, that's the original guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last guy is somebody she married twice.
Why? Because the first time they forgot Alzheimer's.
Sallow-man.
What's
or
that?
something.
Yeah, Rick Salomon. And she was also married to Kid Rock for a little
Really?
bit.
Yeah. But do you think his parents called him Kid as a child? I mean, that is the first name?
No, I don't think that's his real name.
No, I really wonder something like
It's
50
his
Cent.
artist name.
I heard 50 Cent is not his real name. But I've heard people say, hey, 50, what's up? Like
No,
your
no, no,
first
no, no,
name.
no, no, no. You have to say Fitty.
Huh.
Fitty.
So Fitty.
50 Cent.
Oh, I thought guy had a list. It was Javed Akhtar, I think, calling him. I don't remember.
You can't say 50 and all.
50.
Yeah.
But do you know 50 Cent is bankrupt, apparently?
Yes.
And he came out and said that he actually had no money for the last 10 years and he would rent cars, fancy cars and all to make himself look good.
That's sad.
That's
yeah.
really sad. That means he
That's
actually
really
is
sad.
his name. He's worth 50 Cent.
It's
That's
sad.
it.
No, it is. You know, these are the pressures of being in show business. You are doing reasonably well, but I know
You're comparing me to a
struggling actors-
multimillionaire failure called 50 Cent?
You're better off than
I know how
him,
to pronounce
I'm saying.
50 if nothing else.
Yeah, you're like
No, you're good.
92 cents. That could
I'm
be more than-
95 kilos if that's where you're going. I'm 95 kilos.
But I know my brother, was a
Your brother's
struggling
95
actor.
kilos?
No, nowhere close. But there is a lot of pressure to keep up
Your brother's 50
appearances.
Cent.
No, my brother's...
Why are you dragging your brother into this?
The pressure of keeping up appearances.
Oh, keep up appearances. So
Renting
did he rent
Lexuses
cars?
and Mercedes.
Your brother rented cars?
No, he didn't. But he would show up in a Swift and feel bad. But other people, of
Why
course,
would he
could
feel
not
bad?
show up in an auto rickshaw because other people are showing up in rented cars that look better.
But they were drivers with jobs. Oh, acha, the people actually rented the cars. I thought his friends were like, oh, I'm so sorry.
What
You've got to be more specific and explain to us what's happening.
Yeah, you've got to be very precise with Cyrus.
Quite clear.
No.
Anyway, let's go back to Pam, shall we?
No, but this is true about it's true of our female population in Bollywood as well. Because
Why-
I've
why
done some
only
research.
female?
No, apparently because one girl was telling me that some of them don't have any work for years.
Yeah.
They haven't done a film in 2 years, for example, but they have this Louis Vuitton bags and these
Absolutely,
fancy
absolutely.
clothes and all. So where's the money coming from? Because you may not know this, but many of them aren't in marketing or sales in a corporation. So they actually only act.
Right.
And if they don't have an acting job for 12 months, how do they pay the rent?
Absolutely.
How do they do the laundry?
Yeah, and
the
you have to
Chinese
wear
have left,
something-
you know? How?
Chinese
You
have
have
left.
to wear something new to every event. You can't-
They never
can't
repeat
wear the
clothes,
same
they never
thing.
repeat bags, never repeat
I'm going
boys.
to give my
Sometimes the bag
friend's
is the
company
boy.
a plug here. There's a company called Secret Wardrobe where you can rent designer clothes
Right,
for a
right.
very small cost.
Yeah, what's her name?
actually. Secret Wardrobe.
So what's the name of the person?
Her name is Jessica.
Jessica, we love you for your secret wardrobe. It's time for you to come out of the wardrobe and face the flag now. Right? Enough is enough. Where are your
Don't want to
friends?
they want secret. They don't want to be letting people know that they're renting.
So how do you bill it then? You can't say, oh, this goes to Miss Payal
They come
Rohtagi.
quietly. Lots of people, even I.
And they
I
wear
know some
mustaches,
people.
the girls? I mean, how do they
They might send
disguise?
other people to come pick up the stuff. They try it on and return it.
So those other people, are they out of
Very
work
interesting.
actors? You
No,
see, it's
they're
all
like
part of the same
PAs
group.
and managers and drivers.
So how do
and
they
stuff.
afford PAs and managers when there's no work?
I don't know.
I've asked Dennis to drop me back, for example. You call friends in times of crisis. It's very strange. Name 5 people you think who don't have work right now. Come on, Dennis.
Are it's 5 people who don't
Go
have work.
ahead, Dennis. I'm listening.
Not the people he represents, clearly.
Narendra Modi?
What are you saying? Are you out of your mind? We won't have work after that, you idiot.
Rakesh Maria.
Well, Rakesh
Stop
Maria.
it. Calm him down. These are important people. I thought you just give me first names like Arun, Jackie. Just go for that, man. It's so simple. None of you guys are cartoons at the end of the day. You're all serious, irritating individuals. And I hate you all equally. That's my secular
So,
moment.
can we go back to Pam and her last
Oh,
husband?
yeah.
And her
double husband, whatever.
apparently
double
I
ex-husband.
watched
dog-
Pam's greatest film, by the way.
Which
She has
was?
a
Which is her version of An Evening in Paris, which is not the same, but the same genre, where she and Johnny Rock or Kid, whatever, Lee, do the
Which one was
lambada in the bed.
What?
Interesting.
Oh.
What
do
was the name?
I think he's talking about a home video that went.
Home video. That's right.
Do you know she's been knighted?
No.
Yes.
This is a.
But
this
you
is
know,
not
to call her
real.
sir is a disservice.
No, but you
Should be
don't. You
gay.
call her lady.
But you can't be
No.
knighted if you're a
Lady
woman.
Pamela Anderson.
Can you?
So there's a self-appointed prince of Serbia and Montenegro,
You're correct.
who decided to knight her.
Sir Pamela Anderson.
So no, she's Lady Pamela.
And of course in
mistaken
North
for
India,
a sir.
she's Sir Pamela Anderson's.
Innocence, yes.
I was shocked when I
But
read
whatever
that.
you guys say, she is actually, what is that Lebanese American woman's name? The famous Kim Kardashian. So she is the original Kim Kardashian. Because frankly, without much acting talent or whatever, she just sort of was there. We're not sure what she exactly did, but she was hugely in the media.
No, she was an overriding presence. in all our
Overriding
lives.
presence. You were too young, Chavi.
You know, I watched Baywatch, but of course I wasn't affected by
She's
her.
in our subconscious.
Like
See, you
guys.
watch Baywatch with the volume on. Now, we
Yeah.
didn't. So for us, the experience is different. We didn't even know who the killer was. Apparently, sometimes there was murders and all happening. No idea. But we actually got a lot more out of it. And even today, I've always got time for Pamela and her Andersons. To...
She thinks her dog committed suicide.
Yeah, that's another ridiculous story. I'm not quite sure what that means.
What does that mean?
The doggy was unhappy because of her second marriage to
Because of her
the
early
same
work,
guy,
apparently.
Rick Salomon. No, apparently he like looked at her. This is the statement she gave. Looked at her and was like, "I quit. I give up. I don't know what you're doing to me." And then he died.
Wow.
Sometimes what happens with dogs, they're pack animals. If the main person goes and the man named after the salamander left, he was pining perhaps for the salamander. So
He
in
came
that
back.
sense... Sorry?
He came back. She was married to him again
And then when did the dog die?
after they got married again.
Oh, so
They
it was a
started each other.
distaste from the dog's side, the
It
contempt.
could have been anything. It could have been like dysentery or worms or,
Could have been
something-
anything.
Poison.
I'm glad that it's something that you've researched and you've come up with the 7-8 options. I have lost interest, so I will move on to a 102-year-old who sells her goats for 22,000 rupees to build toilet at home.
Fantastic, no?
Yeah.
What a story is this?
She's got to be saluted.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, why can't you just pee on the goats? Why waste money? 22,000 rupees.
Cyrus, you take the goats and give her your bathroom. Huh?
No, I'm just, you've got
Why
all
can't
these...
she pee on the goats? Is that what you just said?
I feel toilets are overrated,
No,
Chavi.
they're not.
And I'll tell you why. Privacy is
Why?
overrated. I've got a very simple concept. I have no problem peeing or defecating in public. And I'll tell you why. Because if someone wants to stop and watch me, the problem is all theirs. So I always do it. I keep the window open and the building next to me, park view. I'm like, okay, park your view right here. And let me tell you, nobody
That
looks...
is insane.
Nobody looks, Chavi. Because the truth is, it's in your head. Do you want to see someone actually sit on the pot? Is that what you get off on? Or
No,
pee?
of course not.
Well, come
And
on.
I think it was Jerry Seinfeld who found out that if you leave
He's
the
not my
door
neighbor.
unlocked
Yeah.
in the bathroom stall, the person who comes in and catches you
Is
doing whatever
indignant.
is more
Yeah,
embarrassed
horrified. Yeah.
than the person who's been
Right.
caught out.
Correct, yeah. And he got his name Tom and Jerry from that episode. Because the guy who actually went in and locked the door from inside was Tom.
This has happened in my office, though.
Seinfeld was in your office.
Excuse me?
No. This door opening and
And
embarrassment.
you were caught
And I wasn't involved. But
videotaping women on the...
No.
No, go on. I would
His
like
wife
to...
is gonna leave
I would
him
like to
because
hear
of-
him make a song on that.
That's what the team was telling me the other day.
So pot in his office is totally different from what we think.
Sure.
Want to do some
I
pot
did-
now, boys?
I have to say, I went to a restaurant in South Bombay.
Is that the story or is there more?
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
And I went to the women's room and I opened the door and surprisingly a hand shot out and closed it from
What?
inside, right?
Acha.
Was it
And-
hairy?
No, it was a woman's hand with a bangle and all. I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry. So she comes out and she's like, it's okay, darling. It's fine. Older lady. You see, I just have this penchant for locking myself in. I don't know how I've done it. I've done it in 5 different countries. So now I never lock the bathroom. And it doesn't matter if somebody comes in. So thanks and all.
This is quite unique.
What?
I thought your story, your original story, Dennis, when you came and told us something about dimensions was bad enough. But her story is actually the
He
worst I've
sang
ever
a
heard.
song called
This
Dimensions.
is the worst story ever in the history of stories.
Storytelling?
We'll take a break, but before that, can we just have a song to digest this story? I know you're drinking coffee,
I'm
Dennis.
drinking coffee.
Yeah, but you have a second hand, no? Don't act tough.
I need
He's
two
got to
hands to
play
play the
guitar.
guitar.
Why? It's around your neck. Use your friggin' other hand.
Yeah, I mean,
don't be like a spoiled brat here. When Ustad
take the
Zakir
break,
Hussain
then
comes
I'll
here
sing.
and I
Take the
ask him to play the tablas and he says there's no tablas, I just simply turn around and he plays the tablas.
Let me think what to play. Take the break, then I'll
Okay,
play.
we'll take a break. We'll give him a little time. We'll come back with Maestro, Dennis Taraporewala and Chavi, who's had an experience in a private woman's loo at a restaurant not far from here, which has changed her forever. They always are outside. They always are.
Cyrus Says, ask me anything. If you want Cyrus to answer your questions on air, send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com. If you send us a link to a sound file on SoundCloud, we'll even play you asking the question in your own voice. And that's what Cyrus says.
Welcome back. Dennis is supposed to be playing music for us, but I think we'll do it as we end this last and final segment, right, Dennis?
Right.
I'll give you time to pick up your big guitar and use both your hands. And, when you're in the mood, our listeners will just wait. When you're ready, Maestro, just start, when you're ready. No problem. I hate these prima donnas, Chavi. I've worked with all of them. All of them. You name from Lata Mangeshkar downwards, I've worked with all of them.
Okay, tell us a Lata Mangeshkar story.
Well, she told me a lovely story in Kenya. She had gone for a big India show with the Indian diaspora. And they asked her to go on the cover of a magazine, and the picture they wanted was her with a leopard in a cage. So they had this pet leopard in a big cage, and the trainer was there, and she and the photographer, and then they go in, and the photographer says, okay, I'll stand out, and you go in.
Meaning Lata had to go in the
Yeah,
cage.
she went in, and she was in. And then after some time, she asked the trainer, why didn't you come in? And apparently the trainer was not very comfortable coming in. And she spoke in Hindi, of course. She's not very comfortable with English. But I found her highly charming. She said, Sunday I'm stuck with this leopard. And when I asked the trainer just for my, to make me feel better, can you come in as well? He was like, it's not a good idea. I'm stuck with a leopard. What are we going to do, sing now? And she did. All right.
Wow. Why she stopped that construction?
The bridge over troubled waters.
Huh.
Because they moved now. They moved to next to
Where?
our studio in CNBC in near Phoenix Mills.
No.
Exactly.
So Pedder Road's not going to have that.
Pedder, I've changed my mind, so that won't happen.
Okay.
No. But what do you do is take your clothes off. Don't take your clothes off.
I'm not taking my clothes off, I'm readjusting my shawl.
Yeah, but for Indian men, if you touch clothes, we get worried. Because the
Worried
case
is
will be
a- is an
slapped in
interesting
Cardio police
term.
station on this young man for the 18th time this week. Only 5 have been wrong. All right.
Thanks for the young man.
Okay, wait, so the Pedder Road Bridge is not happening anymore?
No, I changed my mind.
I thought it was
I
on.
just got permission again.
No, I haven't
People
decided.
outside Mumbai, there is this total traffic snarl area,
Yeah.
and they should build a bridge over it, and they've been talking about it for, what, 30 years now?
Yeah.
And it was stopped because the Nightingale of India did not want that view obstructed.
But fair enough, because then they'll be able to look into your bathroom and stuff, and you already said that thing about the bathroom being unlocked and stuff. There's a price to pay for fame. People stare at me all the time. I mean,
that is just such obnoxious
Shavi, you don't know what it's like
narcissism.
to be a superstar. You have no idea
No,
the pain.
I don't.
I mean, you
do not
walk out of
think
your building
in
and
Mumbai,
Cyrus
old
gets
women,
mobbed.
all women
He
take
does,
off their
right?
clothes and throw their underwear at you, and and
good
then ask you to
thing.
wash it and send it back. I mean, Indians are so different from what we used to get back home in
Mumbai is
Nashville,
a lot better.
Tennessee.
People here
Mumbai is lovely. There's no meat available 4 days a
like
week.
a thing of the normal thing,
South Bombay, they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Even your own
Okay.
parents are like, are you sure?
And they're like, oh look, there's a celebrity. Oh, don't look. Listen, it's a celebrity. Don't look at them. Don't look.
But the best is when celebrities meet other celebrities. I went to this ITA Awards, ITA, and the male TV actors don't want to say hi to you.
Why?
But if they know you or not, it's just the way it is. It's like we should not acknowledge and all. And they've all got these manicure eyebrows, which is a sign of a male actor. It's all perfect. It's not. There's just you look at it and it's like 2 small pins on top of their eyes. Yeah, and I want to play with it. I just look at them and I'm like, may I touch that? May I just
So
touch
they
that?
won't acknowledge each other, or you?
They
or
are,
anyone?
the ones who know each other acknowledge each other,
Acha.
and then they look around who's looking and then all that, but they won't acknowledge you. If they
And
make
you
eye
know
contact,
them.
they look away.
You've met them.
Interesting.
I don't know who they are either, frankly, because I only watch sports. And none of
But
them
you would
come
have
on the
said
stage.
hi to them.
Not really, but that's.
then,
But
I'm sorry,
I'm
what
allowed
is
to.
going
I'm from
on?
South Bombay. It's a class thing. But what about them?
Class thing?
I'm allowed. Come on. Would a South Mumbai, would a Malabar Hill person talk to someone from Mira Road just like that? Yeah, it's not easy, yeah. It's not easy.
Horrible.
Come on, Dennis.
Easy
I'm
and
wrong.
all.
I told you I'm your yes man today.
He's my yes man.
Yes, I agree with
The other
you.
day, somebody from Sakinaka said hi to me. I was appalled. I turned the car and went the other way.
Boys.
Absolutely
But
not.
Sakinaka I can understand.
Yeah.
Never say hi to people.
Never.
Sakinaka. Never.
Yeah.
They're
What about
really
places like
painful.
Chakala? Have you even been to Chakala or
Did you know-
Chandivli?
did you know
Somebody
Chandivli
says-
existed?
I didn't know. When they said Chandivli, I thought he was drunk. It's Kandivli. I said Kandivli.
that's
no,
what-
it's Chandivli.
Exactly
Next thing
what I
I know,
said.
I'm wrapping my arms around his throat and I'm
These
staring him.
boys, so parochial. So
parochial. No, it
restricted. Yes.
Anyway, so my point was the celebrities don't acknowledge other celebrities. I've seen it. I've seen big stars do it also. I've seen Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan at the airport, one behind each other. Shah Rukh was poking Salman in the back, but Salman wouldn't acknowledge it. He just poked the guy in front of him, who turned out to be David Dhawan, who didn't feel it because he's bigger, in a manner of speaking. All right, that's all we have time for.
What a
Thank you,
lovely
boring.
story.
Before we end the show, there's a
have
couple of
some
AMA
AMA
questions we're making up on the spot.
We are not. We actually don't do this.
No,
it's
no,
more
I have
fun
a
if we do.
question for
Yes,
Cyrus.
and there's a
Sorry.
real AMA question.
And the answer is no, I don't suffer from piles.
No.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
not the question.
What was the
Okay, I'm
question?
gonna ask
You have
my
a
question
namesake.
first.
Acha, you have to ask that.
Okay, no, I
go
don't
for
have
Can you
to.
not
Fine.
talk together? Can
Dennis,
one person talk? Put your
go
hands
ahead,
up.
Dennis. I'm
Unless your
gonna
armpits
be
are unclean. Now tell me.
chivalrous here.
You have a namesake called Miley Cyrus. I
Yes.
want your thoughts on her.
that-
What do you
may
think
I?
about her, feel
Yeah.
about her?
If you let me answer the question or not.
Can you
if
sing like
if you
her?
let me actually speak
I
here.
want you to sing like her. I want you to
I
sing
want to
Wrecking
just say
Ball.
something. Miley, I was supposed to be her. Okay, that was her father's dream. She wanted her and me to be the same person. And that's why initially she was a man. People don't know
Don't
this.
break my
Before
heart.
before she started
Achy,
acting as a
breaky
princess
heart.
or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Billy Ray
don't
Cyrus, that's right. Satyajit Ray's
understand.
nephew marries this American girl from Iran and then they have this whole mix of cultures and
Very
names.
interesting.
But I would have been, and when I saw her twerking, I realized she stolen my act. I've been doing that on the pipes of Mulbai Hill for the last 4 years.
Exactly.
Nobody's ever acknowledged it. And so it breaks my heart to see the fame that she's garnered with so little talent, because I have the same little talent and no fame. So I do feel a little
She's a-
suppression of jealousy.
You know, when she cuts her hair, she looks just like Justin Bieber. Did you see all those?
Oh, I didn't notice
memes?
that.
Now I'll tell you another truth. Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus and me are the one and the same person.
No, I
There's
knew
no
it.
difference.
I knew
We're
it.
all one
I was
person.
trying to get
Very
you to
interesting.
confess.
But you must keep this secret.
Okay, fine.
This
We
is
won't
your
tell
responsibility.
anybody except on
You should
the
never
podcast.
leave this podcast.
Okay, fine.
There
The
you go.
secret.
The secret is safe.
I hope
for
I've
us.
answered your question in
Really
an
well.
intellectual
But
and
you didn't sing
philosophical
a
manner.
song for us. Come on.
Really well.
Or twerk.
Really.
I don't know any Miley Cyrus songs. I mean, why would
Wrecking
I do
Ball?
that? Breaking Ball?
Wrecking.
Wrecking Ball? Who makes it? Why? That doesn't even make sense.
Never
Why would you?
mind.
Yeah, even I don't know any
I mean,
Miley
Mirror
Cyrus.
I
Ball,
understand
let's go,
Shelley.
Mirror Ball, Wrecking
I
Ball.
understand Keats and Shelley trying to talk about running brooks and the sky and nature poets and all that. But they look around at a wrecking ball in today's infrastructure, and that is what turns me on. I must talk not about birds or the bees or the nature. I must talk about the ball. No, I don't think it doesn't work for me. I won't do that. I
It's
will
a
not do that. I
metaphor
shall not
for
do
her
it.
breakup.
I don't care.
Okay,
I
fine.
can't. I hate words which begin one way and
Right.
spell the other way. It should be beginning with an R then. Wrecking ball with a W. Go on.
Okay. The next question comes from our very faithful listener, Pavan, who is...
The way you say it with so much clarity and conscience. Pawan. Yeah, go on, tell us about Pawan.
She's searching for his
Yeah.
question. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So he sent us
You take your time. In half an hour, you can give me the
a
question. I'm
picture
here.
of a product put out by Himalaya. Now, Himalaya I really like. I actually use a lot of their products
Okay.
because they're chemical.
You have to apply the
chemical-free.
pills on your face. Huh? You don't actually swallow them. You know that.
What pills? I'm talking about face wash. I put it
Oh,
on my
okay.
face. I don't swallow it.
Right. Okay, whatever.
That's
I used to
disgusting.
drink the face wash. It goes good with lemonade and little tang. Go on.
And,
What's the
and
question?
they have a cocoa butter body lotion. It smells like chocolate. I can't use
My
it anymore.
relationship has always been the same. Pilex, Himalayas. And it's
and
lovely.
they have another one, Diurex for diarrhea.
That I haven't tried because the pain is...
Diurex? Actually, I didn't
Yes,
know
yes.
this.
Anyway,
the pain
But
going in is bad.
They have a good brand image.
They
They
do.
do,
They're
these
very
guys.
clean.
They're like the
sweetly
X-Men. Everything ends in X. Go on.
Yes, except for a capsule that relieves unpleasant something or the other. It's called Party Smart. It's to combat your hangover. Pavan wants to know. Well, actually, Pavan just says, "Can you talk about this?" I don't know if he wants us to plug it or like discuss
I would
it
think
or-
that it would be a metaphor again for the BJP. Party smart party, but that's not really happening this week. So we'll stick with what we went through as teenagers. See, I personally don't drink alcohol. I've more or less stopped it, except once
Meaning
in
only
a month.
lassi?
No, I
Kala khatta, he said.
Oh, yeah,
Kala
kala
khatta.
but in the old days, I used to drink a lot because of the early years of marriage. Not mine, my parents. And so I had to get through it. And so did they.
Right.
So I drink a lot for all three of us. Because they had to be
How
home by
kind of
9,
you.
being young parents. Anyway, the point is, I wanted, and I have tried, and most people have, hangover cures. Well, one person would put oil in your hair before going out to drink. I actually did that. Yeah.
What do you say?
What? So it keeps the alcohol
not
in.
heard
now?
of that.
I don't know. It doesn't
evaporate
work.
from
It
your
doesn't
hair?
work.
What is that?
Then we tried Pep Fizz. We've tried coconut water. We've tried
What is Pep Fizz?
we've tried some malai, something which was given to us. We've
Raw
tried all
egg?
kinds of Ayurvedic stuff.
Malai?
Raw eggs have been tried. Everything you name
Hair
it,
of
I
the
have
dog?
tried.
My God.
Nothing works. Nothing works.
Hair of the dog?
Hair of the dog, I've tried the full dog, everything, nothing works.
Hair of
So
the
I'm a
dog. Full
little.
dog.
If you're really hungover, I don't know. But Chavi,
Okay, what works for you? Dennis, what do you do if you...
For me?
Dennis, when your wife's out of
I
town
just
and
keep
you call
drinking
all
water.
the girls over and you drink a lot,
Okay.
how do you get over it?
I just drink water.
That's it? What about the head and everything? Like everything that's...
No,
but
I don't put
water's
anything on
fine,
my
but
head.
you're dehydrated. It takes a day to come back. You need a few hours.
No, I drink water
okay,
while
can
I'm drinking alcohol.
Can I...
But then,
that's
so you
also
never get
what I do.
drunk.
No, I do get drunk. I just start a water kind of...
So
doing it.
you do this in the urinal? Do you drink in the urinal?
God.
So then you can drink, pee. Well, how does it work?
It works simple, yeah. I drink a
So you
few
drink let's say you
pegs.
drink one scotch.
But I'm going to stop drinking now.
Oh, one sec, before you...
Seriously.
One sec.
Wait, can I give you my hangover?
Can I hear the story? No, Chavi, you're not
For
Christian.
10 years, by the way, I
It's a
didn't drink.
male-dominated show.
What?
Huh?
I didn't drink for 10 years. It just fell off me.
It fell off you? What does that mean?
That means it just evaporated, went away. And I started drinking again about a few years ago. But that too
Why did you
very
stop for 10 years? What was
I have
wrong?
no idea. It just vanished from my life. Seriously, I'm not
What
joking,
are you
guys.
saying? Like if you look
So
at
is
a
there
bottle, it
anything in...
disappear?
Maybe that was a Satori moment.
In Himalaya, is there anything for people who need to drink? Is there
No, I
anything
don't
to
think
help
so.
them start drinking?
Party harder.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I don't drink hard. Just check. Okay, now coming back. So 10 years you didn't drink alcohol.
That's right.
That's when you started messing with music.
That's when I started messing
Then you
with
heard your
many
music,
things.
so you started drinking. Go on, tell us.
Started making songs about werewolves.
No, it's just very interesting. I used to smoke and drink.
So
It just
was there a
fell
health
off.
scare?
No, nothing. It just fell
Did you make a
off.
decision?
Not really. It fell
Did you
off.
watch Gangs
I
of
just
Wasseypur?
stopped. No, I didn't.
Then there's no reason we can come up with. Rational reason for anything.
You guys seem damn shocked that I stopped
We are really
drinking.
shocked. We're really shocked. As a proud young Parsi boy musician, I would expect you to drink a little bit.
So I've gone back to it.
You've gone back to it. And now you drink water with it. You're so macho.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I have to...
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll have my whiskey with water and water. Amazing. I'd love
I
to be
also
with
do
you.
that, honestly.
There, see?
It's called double-fisted.
And she's looking younger.
Double-fisted?
Yeah, double
It's
fisting.
pornographic
Where
as...
you
I
carry
know
a
what double
glass of
fisting is.
something
Jeez.
in one hand and a glass of
Oof.
something else in the other
Ow.
hand. Cyrus.
Ah.
But I drink a lot of water during the day, so I get extra dehydrated when I
So
drink.
none of you get really drunk then?
On my birthday, because I have a friend named Samrat whose mission in life is to get everybody really plastered.
Yeah.
Definitely, and
Yeah.
maybe a couple of other times in
When
the
is your birthday, Chavi?
December.
Okay, all right, will do.
So listen, no. So this is what I found works. When you get home, what you need to do before you go
I
to
never
bed-
get home when I drink. Oh, let's go to somebody else's
All
home.
right, Cyrus. Sorry, stop.
When I get
listening.
to home-
Dennis, for you
Yeah,
and
yeah,
our
yeah.
other listeners,
Yeah.
what really works for me is to have a sachet of Eno or
That's for
Alka-Seltzer.
digestion. You don't
No,
understand.
listen
The
to me.
hangover is different.
Listen. So it's got salt, it's got potassium, magnesium, and sugar, and it really does something to help restore like the chemicals inside.
It's a blatant lie and a waste of my time. I've tried it all.
Alka-Seltzer has
You're
aspirin
not
in
drunk
it. You
enough
don't
when you're
need that.
really, really
tried
drunk.
Eno?
I've tried Eno and his mother Sino.
Not
It didn't
the
work.
next day. The night before you go to bed, drink a lot of water, have some Eno, and then take like one painkiller.
What if you
whatever it is.
get home and you have no idea how you got home or you can't remember to take your clothes
not
off?
for those cases.
So then
When you're, able-
is your
or
valet
leave it
standing there with
outside
the
for
Eno?
you? No, leave it outside.
You think I'll be looking for Eno after drinking 42 drinks?
42? But you're 44 now, aren't you?
It doesn't correlate anymore like that.
But
Anyway,
listen, Cyrus, I've started drinking again, so I may try this.
Try it.
Eno.
I swear by it.
but Dennis, what do you
Really
drink
works.
now that you mentioned alcohol?
Oh, I love the old monk.
The old monk.
Yeah, I just love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he love you? Oh, Dennis, it's been fine talking to you, but I've got completely bored in the last 5 minutes. 'Cause I can't, this Eno rubbish that was being thrown at me by
Sorry,
this lovely
like
Chavi.
1.5
Eno's good. I want to try
Chavi
it.
has 2.5 drinks and then drinks coffee, so I don't know what she's talking about.
No, I don't. I don't drink coffee after 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Listen, I have drunk with my good friend Rohit Roy, India's greatest actor bar none, and he used to do this thing about he'd have half a drink and then just cola after that, but he'd
Acha.
act drunk.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he was never hungover, so that's maybe one way to go. You just act drunk.
Act drunk?
Yeah,
What
act
is
drunk.
the point of that?
I don't know. Maybe you save money and people don't tell you stories
So,
about
listen,
yourself.
when people are
See, I'll
pushing
tell you.
me
I'll
to
explain
drink-
to you the problem with
Yeah.
drinking heavily is when people tell you about you. That's the sad part.
That's the sad part.
Yeah,
Not the
that's why I
hangover.
try to drink as little
So
as
this
possible.
is how I know that I have matured and become an adult.
No one tells you about you.
No, it's because I know the consequences, so I refrain from the actions that would cause grievous harm the next day.
Okay, so what happens with me is, Brocha, can I tell you what you did? Brocha, seriously, do you want to just cut down a bit? Brocha, listen, you don't even know who that woman is. Oh, Brocha, please, don't urinate on somebody's foot.
Oh, God.
These are the nicest stories I'm telling
So
you.
you still drink or you've stopped?
Right now, I'm not drinking. Amit says
Well,
don't
if
drink
you're
while doing the
drinking
podcast.
so much that you're
'Cause-
getting brownouts and blackouts, that's terrible.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes if I watch somebody else drink, I get drunk also. So I'm just staying away from it. Dennis, as we end the show, something you want to do, play your organ for us one more time. Thank you.
One more time.
Yeah. Strum on that little guitar of yours.
What should I
Make
play?
music.
What should I play?
Anything you want. Say, play something nice for Chavi. She likes music. Chavi, dance for us.
Paisa hai kya?
Okay, Dennis, you dance. Chavi, you play.
Yesterday.
He's taking us into the past. I don't know why. I said no.
Yesterday. It was so light. Memories gone dancing. Into the light. This is what Cyrus says. Charlie says today. Ooh la la, ooh la la. And this is what Cyrus says. What Charlie says. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Matata, Hakuna, Matata, Hakuna.
And there's also the Birlas. Matata, Tata, Birla. You speak French?
We should write some songs together, yeah, Cyrus?
I don't drink.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the IndusVox Media Network or any of our show advertisers or sponsors. No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast, obviously.
All right, if you've listened to this show called Cyrus Says and you want your money back, let me tell you, that can't be done right now. But we can make you feel better if you listen to Made in India. That's M-A-E-D, Made in India, with May. There's no D in May. Although, maybe one day.